I'm Jonathan Romley, and I'm the CEO of a company called Clear Research. Clear is using artificial intelligence and deep learning techniques to create a new generation of visual recognition systems. So research, we do research. So the topic of my lecture was how to create a company in a small market, or a relatively small market. So it's relatively, go from relatively small markets to exit big. So how to start somewhere other than Silicon Valley and exit big. Well, I would hope so, since I've started a business in Poland. I think that some of this was echoed in my talk. So I believe that there are opportunities everywhere. They're not always the same as the opportunities for building a business in Silicon Valley. So the kind of business that I built in Poland is a very different business than my business and my history of businesses in Silicon Valley. The kind of businesses that I built in Ukraine are very different than the kind of businesses that I built in the United States. So some advice for anyone starting a company is to pick a universal problem. And I think that a universal problem is something anybody can understand. It's not so much of a niche, but you can have a niche, a small market, and still a universal problem. I think that in my talk today, I've brought up some different universal problems. That was good. Fabulous. And it was the microphone, so we definitely heard that. But yeah, I think that the most important thing when you're starting a new company is to pick a universal problem. And that means taking an idea. And ideas are important, but I mean, problems are more important actually than ideas in the end. So identify a universal problem and create a universal solution. And I think that the smaller the market that you're in, that can mean different things. But in the context of trying to create something that goes really big, then you have to try to solve the biggest problem that you can find and that you understand, that you have some experience with. My expectations, I don't know. You know, every time I visit, now Poland's not a new place for me, but this is every time that I visit a new city, I'm always surprised by how enthusiastic and eager people are to build their own companies. And so I'm really looking forward to learning about that ecosystem more in Poland. You know, my business in Poland is an infrastructure business. So again, it's not universal in that we solve problems all over the world, because we don't. But we are not at our core a technology company here. The business that I'm on the board of and that I started in Poland. So I'm not really in the tech biz in Poland. Very much so in Silicon Valley and in Ukraine. And so I'm very much looking forward to learning more about sort of the state of the ecosystem here.